Hello there, beautiful people. My name is Ebony Essence. That's for the people that have never seen this face before. To everybody that is returning, hey, what's up? So everybody come on in. So we're doing another monthly recap of reading. You know, for the people that like to read or maybe want to get into reading, I just like to share with y'all what come on, nose ring, what I read, you know, for that month. I could have came to y'all with this child because February being over and done with. But nonetheless, it is what it is. So if you want to know what I read, go ahead and stick around and make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay? So I read 7 books. Well, okay. So yeah, I read 7 books. I believe 2 of them were physical copies. And then the other 5 I listened to while I was driving and stuff like that. So coming in strong, okay? Coming in strong. Her name is Night, and her name is Jasmine Ngowi. I please don't get on me if I say the last name wrong. But this is the book right here. Hold on. Yeah, my ring light. There we go. I listened to this on the Kindle app. Y'all, this is book 1 out of the Nina Knight series. Book 3 is coming out in September. Baby, this is a 5 out of 5. Like, it does have triggers because it talks about, you know, the R word. Basically the women like are getting sex trafficked and, you know, getting sold off and child. But this right here, it goes back and forth between when she was younger and then now that she's older. So like the chapters will go like before, so you can know that it's past tense, and then after like present tense. So basically she was living in this village in Kenya. Her name, well, Nina is not her birth name, but that's the name that she gave herself. Like her village got destroyed by her own kind. Child, I'm trying to think what to tell y'all, but let me just say this: Nina is such a badass. She is like the female Black Panther. Like she's an assassin, and of course she becomes that because of what happens to her and of everything that she lost, and she wants to feel protected. She doesn't want to feel like anybody could ever do these things to her ever again. She lost her family. And what one of her brothers was willing to do, disgusting. Like I said, she did wind up getting sold off. The only thing, luckily, well, it ain't lucky at all, but like, thank God, like that man wasn't trying to like, you know, have sexual relations with her. But she definitely endured, of course, trauma from that whole situation. So, but, you know, she was living on the streets after she like, you know, broke free and did what she did. And she was living on the streets. She wound up protecting this woman that was getting robbed, and that lady took her in. And they are an elite family from Africa, but I want to stay in London now. And they took her in, and the rest is history. But child, when I say shit goes down, because like I said, she's an assassin, right? But when she was supposed to knock somebody off, she seen this other person, and it was like, wait a minute, wasn't he and the other one supposed to be dead? So now it's like trying to figure out, well, who on this tribal council said that these people were dead, but let them slip, you know, let them go and change their, you know, identity or whatever. Child, I gave this a 5 out of 5. Like I said, this is good. Like I said, I ain't trying to tell y'all everything, but child, that's enough. Hopefully that'll get y'all going if y'all want to listen to that book or read it, you know, up to you. And then this is book 2, They Come at Night. And child, in this one, betrayal is all up and through this book. You know, Nina is still, of course, is a badass. And I also say, you know, it's good to see her character grow, especially in the field of love, because she been so much trauma has happened to her that like she really kind of basically closed herself off to that part. You know, she might use her sexual, you know, being as a way to like lower her what do they call it? Her subject or whatever, you know, but nonetheless, her like actually getting to the point where she's falling in love with somebody, it's good to see her character to grow into that after all the pain and suffering she's went through. But definitely betrayal is up and through this book, child, okay? A lot of moments. It's like in my mind I knew, but then when they came out, I was like, oh shit. Man, Nina is just a badass black woman. She's just a badass black woman, period. I mean, she definitely is protecting herself and, you know, protecting her family. Listen, she don't have no problem with popping you off when it comes to hers. But I just really say like her growing in that field of love is just so beautiful. Like it really, really is. But just know that like the way that the betrayal was happening in the second one, but leading into the second one, child. And it was this one part when she was trying to save someone, and it was like, bro, you're so far gone. You've been so brainwashed. It's crazy. It is crazy. But you know, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do. I cannot wait for book 3 to come out. Can y'all tell? All right. This next one is called A Merry Little Meet Cute. It's by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. This one I gave a 3 out of. So I only finished it because, for one, I bought the hard copy. Like, it's cute. Like, it's a cute read. I mean, it has that story of like 2 people that are trying to make career changes and life changes, trying to better themselves. And they go, you know, they cast it in this movie. You know, they fall in, quote unquote, lust and in love. But it's like, nothing really about this book made me be like, damn, I can't wait till I stop this truck and pick the book up. Like, nothing. I just, you know, love that it was a plus size woman in here. I mean, I love the story about people want to redeem themselves, want to better themselves. Like, who doesn't love those kind of stories? But other than that, like I said, it's a 3. It's cute. That's it. Ain't got nothing else for you. On to the next. One of the all-stars, the love songs of W.e.b. DuBois. I don't want to say her name wrong, but I feel like it's Honoree Vanoni Jeffers. If I'm saying it wrong, please don't hold it against me once again. I listened to this book through the Libby app, which is like, you gotta get a library card, and if your library has affiliate with Libby, then, you know, you can do that. Child, this book is beyond 5 stars. It's 800 pages, so either you can read it or you can listen to it, baby. There's not enough words. There's not enough anything that I can do to tell you, like, this book is superior. Like, nowadays when I read books, I really try not to compare them to this book, because the thing is, each book is you know, they're supposed to bring some different, they're different genres. Like this one, I think is a historical fiction book. So, you know, that's the thing, like they are supposed to bring their own thing. So I really try not to compare, but it's so hard because it's such a damn good book. This is one of those books where it goes back in the past and into the future. And then of course, like at the very, very end, you can tell that somewhere down the line that they're supposed to like come together and make sense. But nonetheless, this has, you know, triggers like, you know, the R word, abuse, drug abuse. I definitely cried during this book. Uncle Roo is that man, period. What's up, child? I can't even think her dang old name right now, but child, the main character in this that is telling the story, why can I not think her name? I want to say her name is Abby, but I know it ain't, Abby, child. But nonetheless, Allie, that's it. That was my girl, but I cried for her. But I mean, at the same time, I cried for me. A lot of us women have made certain mistakes, right? And it's like I wanted to reach in that book and save her from the trauma that I've been through and the shit that I let happen to me. As far as the past part of this book, child, there's so much shit in this book. I mean, it is beyond. It deserves so many awards. I remember one part of the book, it was talking about like how the river people, where if the wife was to get divorced, the wife basically would have to wait 3 years before she could mate again. Whereas the husband, if he divorced, or like I think like if their partner died or something, the man could wait three nights before he can move on to the next girl. Excuse me, what kind of shit is that in the black community? Like, come on now. It was another part. Oh, Samuel Pinchard is a disgusting, but all of those slave owners were disgusting, period. Because the things he did with little black girls, especially he wanted the mulatto girls. But what makes me upset with black people is that, well, this one, I think he's black. Is he black and Indian? I can't remember. But nonetheless, this man had all this land. The white man came over. I forgot what he was doing over there, but the man let Samuel stay. And he had all this land. So I guess trying to secure it from white people or white men trying to bully him, whatever. He was like, well, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pull up, you know, some papers or something like that to say that Samuel, like, you own it on paper, but I own it, you know, I own it in real life because I don't want nobody come around here bullying or questioning, right? And he was like, in exchange, I'll give you one of my daughters. One of your little girls that's barely a teenager, sir, you are a man of color. But that's the thing, like, but a lot of us, we think that, and I'm saying that white people, not all white people are the same, but baby, why did you trust that man? Because when he got them papers pulled up, that he treated that man of color, that Indian man or whatever, he treated him like a slave. Like, oh, it don't matter now. And that's literally what happened with a lot of us, that we thought these people were our friends and you just gave them free land. Samuel moved that family out of the big house and put them far back in the back corner in a smaller house. And Samuel was I couldn't even imagine what our ancestors went through. But you know, that happened. And then as far as like the present time, Allie, her grandfather, which was her dad's father, Gandhi, violated her, and come to find out he also did that to her older two sisters. Whereas the very oldest one, she wound up falling victim to drugs. Well, after a while, like down the line, she fell victim to drugs. And it's just sad that the Black people that we are supposed to love and love us will do us so dirty. And it's a shame that a lot of us Black women can tell the same story when it comes to the Black people in our family. It's a shame. But yeah, it's so much more in this book. Like, I'll even give y'all, what's his name, Scooter and Rebecca. Like, Scooter Black, his real name Quincy, I think, and he dating a white girl, Rebecca, or he married to her. Just like later on when Allie goes to school, she wants to be a historian. And her and Scooter wind up, and it's like, girl, really? But you can tell he's one of those Black men that he only really with this white girl for like quote unquote status or whatever. Because you really want to be with this Black woman, but you over here with this white girl who's clearly racist and her family does not accept you. They won't let you come to any holidays or any family dinners, even though you and this girl is married. And that girl, I think, only married you to spite her family. Like, it's so much in this book. If y'all don't read nothing else in your life, read that book. Read that book. I still ain't even do it justice, but read that book. All right, so the next, I got 3 more real quick. So the next one is called The Union. This is by Lena Vernon. I think I'm saying that right. This one I listened to on the Kindle app. Baby, I think I gave this a 4 out of 5. Yeah, because it seemed like it's supposed to be a book too by the way it ended. So we're going to see. But if you ever wanted to know, which I have always wanted to know, if in another universe, another timeline, are Black people doing to white people what they have done to us and still doing to us? Yeah. Only thing is, this is the same timeline that we're in right now, the same universe we're in right now, but I think it's 1,000 years in the future. Because so now the Black and brown people have overthrown the white people to now where the Black and brown people are elite, they're top status, and then the white people are the workers, slaves. So this is told from Avi, which is a Black girl that is elite, and then Sage, which she is, they call her an impure because she's Black and white, and supposedly impure babies are supposed to be, okay, but some way, somehow, she, somebody did some things for her, you know, basically stay alive, and now she works. She's a worker. And Avi's supposed to take over as the next, like, commander-in-chief behind her dad, but see, the thing is, the Black people there, you know, in school, so they know about our ancestors from way, way back. They know about it. They know all about it. But Avi is one of those people where, like, it's not right to her. Like, something is just not right. Like, if they're workers, that's fine, but trying to kill the workers because they're, like, testing out new drugs on the workers, not giving them a fair trial, and Avi is just trying to do the right thing. Sage is trying to head north. Sage is trying to get up out of here. Sage is trying to be free. But Sage winds up like saving Avi from getting killed or whatever. And Avi then winds up in turn saving Sage because they're not trying to hear Sage out. Like, Sage was literally trying to save, well, she did save Avi. But like I said, all that stuff is going on where they're trying to give the workers this medicine, and a couple people wind up, you know, dying from it. But there's a whole bunch more that goes on, and I really hope there is a book too, because Sage need to get what's owed to her, point blank period. Sage need to get what's owed to her, because yeah. So I did really enjoy it. So, you know, if y'all want to check it out, yeah. Another 5-star read, an all-star. If you haven't heard, but now you're going to hear it. This is by Kennedy Ryan, Before I Let Go. I got the hard copy, well, paperback. I cannot wait for book 2 to come out. This is book 1, a part of the Skyland series. This is just another one of these books like the songs of W.e.b. DuBois, like one of those books that stick with you for a lifetime. One of those books that you wish you could read again for the first time. So this just, has to do with a black family based down here in Atlanta. Well, I call him C, or his name Josiah. So you got Yasmin and Josiah, but she calls him C, and he calls her Yaz. And they were like basic college sweethearts. And they already had kids. Well, they had 2 kids, and it deals with, miscarriage. And they wound up getting a divorce. One thing I could definitely say about them is that once they were divorced, they definitely did a hell of a job co-parenting. Like, neither one of them ever talked bad about the other one to their kids. Because Deja, I wanted to yank her up like, girl, I know all of y'all family, all 4 of y'all are processing the death of, the miscarriage differently, but your mom is really, really going through it. And you have the nerve to, girl, please. But I'm glad they didn't go that route, because Yaz thought about going that route by popping her. But Yaz was in therapy. She still is in therapy. It sucks that her husband didn't want to try therapy at all. And that's the thing that gets me about some people. It's like, you're mad at her for divorcing you, but you didn't want to be there with her all the way through. So how much did you really love her? They did put their kids in therapy, starting with the son. And that's when C, the husband, ex-husband, whatever, decides to go to therapy. And it's like, but damn, you could do it for your son, but you couldn't do it for your wife that was going through it. But, and yeah, so that was very beautiful. Like, this is a really good light to see a black family in. The friend group that Yaz has, Hicks and Soul, chef's kiss. And what's her name? V. Oh, girl, like, yeah, we don't like her. How dare you come over to a woman's house and not even, I don't care if you dating the ex-husband, you ask that woman if you can come to her house, ho. Period. Yeah. Yaz ain't gotta worry, I'll handle her light work. But let me tell you something. When C said, this is mine for the night, take me, daddy. Take me down, okay? Ebony, get it together, going. Okay? That needs to be made into a movie, that's all I'm saying, or a series, since she's coming out with other books. I don't know how many, but yeah. Last but not least, we have The Perfect Marriage by, I think you say Genevieve Rose. Child, what the hell? I listened to this book. Child, I gave this a 4 out of 5. Baby, when I say you want to talk about getting your lick back, that's exactly what Sarah did. It was Sarah and Adam, married. He's a writer, she's a lawyer, apparently damn good lawyer. But when I say you want to talk about getting your leg back, that's exactly what she did. Because let me tell you, at the end of this story, my mouth was, bitch, you crazy. She got her leg back. And honey, the story didn't take long to get into what was going on, but it was so many hands in the pot that I'm like, well, I know for certain Adam didn't do it, so who the fuck did? Who did it? Everybody got a piece of it. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, involved. But child, when I say the wife, when I say Sarah set that thing up, I mean, I don't mind getting your leg back. I wouldn't have done what she did, but I mean, she got away with it. But yeah. That's one of them ones right there. This is one of them things where you need to know who your spouse is. You need to know who they were and who possibly they could still be, okay? Because if Adam had any idea, and if y'all read or listen to this book and catch what I'm saying, because of what she did in her past, if Adam would have knew that, maybe he wouldn't have been with her. But last but not least, put like this: if y'all are not happy in your marriage, in your relationships, let it go. If you try to talk it out once or twice and it's still not working, let it go. Let it go. It ain't worth staying in it. It ain't worth none of that. But anyway, that's my February wrap up. Thank you for sticking around if you have. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Kisses to all y'all beautiful people. And now I'm about to go do a video for y'all. This is the 3-strand twist I did. So yeah, I'm about to go get this shampooed and shoot that video for y'all. But yeah, thank you for sticking around. I love y'all. Like I said, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.